I stood on the sacred ground where my family used to protect. And I went to St. Bridget's well and I saw just a fantastic sight I can't even describe. I felt the presence of my ancestors. And then I understood why I have this drive for knowledge. I understand why I have this need to protect the land, to connect with the land. It's in my blood. It's in my heritage. I understand my want to fight, to never give up a fight. That's part of what this Irish heritage, it's the Celtic. All of these bloodlines that came together to make me, to make you, your bloodlines. I've never been more certain that every single nucleated cell has all of the wisdom of my ancestors back to the very beginning. I just know it in my bones. I feel it in the center of me. I felt a connection, a wisdom, a remembrance of lifetimes that are alive within every single cell. It's the wisdom. It's the experiences and the stories, knowing that the souls that inhabited these lives and made these choices that are alive in me, that I can take this wisdom because I have it already, but I could knowingly have it, and I can swallow the pill, as they say in the Hawaiian lineage. Swallow the pill means to take the hard lesson, to dare to experience the hard lesson of not only myself, but my ancestors, in order so that I can take the wisdom from it. It means I need to forgive. I need to forgive people, places, and things in my own life. But I also have this opportunity to forgive people, places, and things in my ancestors' lives, so that the fighting doesn't have to continue from generation to generation to generation, where we're constantly at war within ourselves and war with each other and war with those we don't even know about. I went through Belfast and I was really sad. I was sad to see how long the wars last. This fight for freedom, it's noble, yes. But there has to be another way. There has to be the way of forgiveness and understanding. Understanding the self, understanding the struggle, not giving up, never giving up the sovereignty, but knowing what fight to fight. I see this profound suffering that's inherent in my blood, this relentlessness, this need to be right. And it doesn't serve my bloodlines. It serves my bloodlines to be the higher vibration, which has to do with forgiveness. It has to do with finding peace above being right. You know, I was disturbed by the struggle in Belfast because, you know, as a young person, I wanted to fight for the underdog the way that the Irish people do. And I was saying, how can I reconcile this part of myself that wants to fight, that's a good fighter, the fighting Irish, and the one that wants peace, that wants to come to the other side and have harmony. Because if I'm fighting others outside of myself, it means I'm fighting something inside of myself. And I look at my ancestors for the wisdom. We were warriors, and then we became priests, and then we became doctors, and then we became scholars. And in this life, I sought out a person who had that same exact path. Same path. Warrior. Priest. Doctor and scholar. And I think, okay, so a person comes to me in my clinic and they need healing, they want healing, and that's the deal, right? It's not my job to be the judge. I never took that into my family lineage. I wasn't the judge. I was the healer. I was the priest. I was a doctor. So it's not in my wheelhouse. It's not my job to be arbiter of who did right and wrong, who's worthy of healing, because I know in my soul, I know that we're all worthy of healing, all of us, even the ones that are your enemies. Because, you know, I was laughing with the girls on the tour bus on this spiritual journey, talking about this little book I'm writing. It's a powerful book. It's called Your Soul Is Not an Asshole. Because all of us are here to learn how to get to the other side of whatever struggle we're on, so that we come from the struggle and then we get the value out of it. The soul is never an asshole. The soul is here to learn. A lot of us, according to my dad, he had this wonderful saying when I was a kid. Hey kid, you can learn the easy way or the hard way. The hard way has to do with being tenacious and stubborn as hell. I think we should be stubborn about our pursuit for the truth, and to being radically honest with ourselves, and radically honest and having a sense of humor about when we screw up. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about you and I'm talking about ourselves and our ancestors, the ones that are no longer able to draw breath because they already lived their life. But their life lives within every nucleated cell because our DNA has their entire DNA. It's additive. What that means is everyone that came before you, you have their wisdom and their lifetimes and their experiences to tap into if you choose to contemplate it and research it, and even just sit quietly at some beautiful place like this one. Look at this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn around so you have the benefit of seeing this beautiful landscape here.